What if I told you that most of what we call love today isn't love at all? That what we chase, cry for, fight for, and even lose ourselves in might actually be just attachment, desire, or even disguised fear? That the idea of true love you've been sold by movies, fairy tales, and Instagram quotes is, in reality, just an illusion? Because pure love, the kind philosophers and mystics talk about, the kind that changes lives and transcends time, is something entirely different. And the real question isn't, does it exist? The real question is, are you ready to find it? Let's be honest. Most people's definition of love is like a teenager's playlist. Dramatic, messy, and filled with way too much Taylor Swift. We say, I love pizza, I love Netflix, I love my dog, I love this person, all in the same breath. But do you see the problem? If the word love can stretch to mean everything, then maybe it means nothing. And that's why we need to strip it down to its essence. What is love? Pure love, really? Philosophers have wrestled with this question for thousands of years. Plato wrote about it in his dialogues. The ancient Greeks had multiple words for love because they understood it couldn't be contained in just one. Eros, passionate, romantic love. Philia, the love of friendship. Storge, familial love. And agape, the highest form, unconditional, selfless love. Out of these, agape is closest to what we mean when we talk about pure love. It's not based on what someone can give you, not based on desire, not based on convenience. It's love without conditions. Love that exists even when it's not returned. Love that doesn't ask, what's in it for me? But here's the hard truth. Most of us don't live in agape. We live in eros. We fall in love because of how someone makes us feel. Because of the thrill, the attraction, the chemistry. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's beautiful, it's human, it's exciting. But it's not pure love. Because the moment the attraction fades, or the convenience disappears, or the other person changes, that love collapses. What does that tell us? That maybe what we called love was really a transaction. Now, I'm not here to depress you. I'm here to free you. Because once you understand what pure love is, you realize you've been searching in the wrong places. Pure love is not about possession. It's not about controlling someone. It's not about needing them to complete you. Pure love is when you look at someone and see them, not what they do for you, not how they make you feel, not the role they play in your life, but them as they are. And in that seeing, you choose to love, without expectation, without demand, without fear. That's love in its purest form. But how do we find it? That's the million-dollar question. And the truth is, you can't find pure love outside until you discover it inside. Because here's the paradox. You can only love someone else to the degree that you've learned to love yourself. If you're still desperate for validation, if you're still insecure, if you're still trying to fill an emptiness inside with someone else's attention, you're not loving, you're bargaining. You're trading affection for security. But when you love yourself fully, when you embrace your flaws, respect your worth, and stand strong even in your solitude, suddenly you don't need love. You can give it. And ironically, that's when it finds you. Think about it. When two incomplete people come together, it's chaos. Each one is clinging to the other, hoping to be saved, and eventually they drown each other. But when two complete people come together, people who don't need each other but choose each other, that's when love becomes pure. It's not a chain, it's wings. Now let's add a little humor here, because let's be honest, our culture has completely confused love with obsession. We call it romantic when someone checks their partner's phone every night. We call it passionate when someone can't breathe without the other person. No, that's not romance, that's paranoia with a side of codependency. If your idea of love feels like a full-time FBI investigation, my friend, that's not love. That's surveillance. Real love is calm. Real love is steady. It's not the fireworks on day one. It's the fire that keeps you warm after years. Pure love doesn't suffocate you. It gives you space to grow. It doesn't chain you down. It lets you fly. And psychology backs this up. Studies on attachment theory show that secure relationships are built not on constant availability or obsession, but on trust and freedom. When you trust someone enough to let them be themselves, when you don't need to control or chase, that's when both people thrive. And ironically, that freedom creates a bond stronger than any chain ever could. But let's go even deeper, because love isn't just about romance. Pure love is a way of being. When you love purely, you extend it beyond just one person. You see humanity differently. You see animals differently. You see yourself differently. Mystics like Rumi wrote that love is the bridge between you and everything. To live in love is to stop seeing life as a battlefield and start seeing it as a dance. So what stops us from living in pure love? Fear. Fear of being hurt, fear of being rejected, fear of losing control. And here's the irony. The more afraid you are, the more conditions you put on your love. I'll love them if they love me back. I'll love them if they don't leave me. I'll love them if they make me happy. But that's not love. That's a business contract. Pure love is fearless. It says, even if I lose, even if it hurts, even if it changes me, I choose to love anyway. Because love isn't about guarantees. It's about giving without keeping score. But does that mean we should let people walk all over us in the name of pure love? Absolutely not. Pure love doesn't mean being blind. It doesn't mean tolerating abuse, toxicity, or disrespect. In fact, pure love for yourself demands that you set boundaries. Because if you love yourself, you won't let others destroy you in the name of love. Pure love isn't weakness. It's strength disguised as softness. Now here's the secret no one tells you. Pure love is not something you find. It's something you uncover. It's already in you. The problem is it's buried under ego, fear, trauma, and illusions. When you strip those away, when you stop chasing validation, when you heal your wounds, when you accept yourself, pure love flows naturally. It's not about searching, it's about remembering. And when you finally live in pure love, something magical happens. You stop chasing, you stop begging, you stop fearing. Instead, you attract. You attract people who resonate with your energy. You attract connections that are deeper than desire. You attract relationships built on truth, not illusion. And you start seeing that love isn't something rare or fragile. It's the most natural thing in the universe. So let me ask you, what if pure love has been waiting for you this whole time? Not in someone else, not in a soulmate, not in a fairy tale ending, but inside you. And what if the moment you stop searching for it desperately outside, you finally feel it inside? And then it begins to radiate into your world. That's the philosophy of love. That's the truth no one told you. Because in the end, pure love is not something you own, not something you hold, not something you trap. Pure love is something you become. And when you become it, you'll never have to ask, how do I find it again? And now before you go, I want you to think about this. Who in your life have you really loved purely, without expectation? And more importantly, have you ever loved yourself that way? Because until you do, every other love will feel incomplete. If this video touched you, don't just keep it to yourself. Hit that like button, drop a comment below with your thoughts, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're ready to dive even deeper into the truths that society hides from you, make sure to subscribe to Beyond Time right now, because here, we don't just talk about love, we talk about the very essence of life itself. Remember this, the truest love story you'll ever experience isn't with another person. It's with yourself, and through yourself, with the universe. And when you realize that, you'll never settle for anything less than pure love again.